Now, I would like to review Qigong breathing, Yongquan breathing, and Four Gates breathing. So if we stand in a good Wuji stance with the feet hip or shoulder width apart, the Yongquan breathing, of course, is the breathing in and out the Yongquan gates at the bottoms of our feet. So that's kidney 1 points. And it's used to improve qi circulation in the vessels and channels that run up and down your legs, to strengthen your root, particularly if you do the rooting mode where you just lead the qi down, continually lead it down and not draw it back up again. That strengthens your root. And if you're not doing the mode that strengthens your root, and you're just leading the qi down and bringing it back up again, that allows you to exchange qi with the earth, which helps to cool your body. Earth qi is yin and cooling. Also, Yongquan breathing helps regulate the qi levels in the organs below your diaphragm. So if we place the hands on the lower dantian here, just below the navel, and it's okay to close your eyes because there's not much to see here, and just follow the verbal instructions. We have intention to move our qi strongly with Yongquan breathing, so we should use as foundation reverse abdominal breathing. So as you inhale, with your mind in the lower dantian, center of your lower abdomen, gently pull in the lower abdomen, gently lift the pelvic floor, perineum. As you exhale, move your mind to underneath your feet. Gently push out on the lower abdomen and gently push down on the pelvic floor. You might imagine that your feet are pressing into the earth, but we don't tense the muscles, it's just a thought of pressing into the earth. And visualize breath and qi flowing out through the bottoms of your feet, the Yongquan gates, and into the earth. We're going to do qi exchange mode, so as we inhale, we return our mind to the lower dantian. Abdomen gently pull in, perineum gently lift. Visualize breath and qi flowing in through the bottoms of your feet and into your lower dantian. Remember, as always, tongue at the roof of the mouth, tip of tongue lightly touching the roof of your mouth. Exhale, mind under your feet. Abdomen gently push up, perineum gently push down. Imagine your feet pressing into the earth, and imagine breath and qi flowing out the bottoms of your feet and into the earth. Inhale, mind returns to the lower dantian. Abdomen gently pull in, perineum gently lift. Visualize breath and qi flowing in through the bottoms of your feet and up to your lower dantian. Exhale, mind under your feet, abdomen gently out, perineum gently down. Breath and qi flowing out the bottoms of your feet into the earth. Inhale, mind returns to the lower dantian. Abdomen gently pull in, perineum gently lift. Visualize breath and qi flowing up through the bottoms of your feet into your lower dantian. Exhale, mind under the feet, abdomen out, perineum down, gently. Feel the breath and qi flowing out the bottoms of your feet and into the earth. Inhale, mind in the lower dantian. Abdomen gently in, perineum gently lift. Breath and chi flowing in and up your legs into the lower dantian. Now continue for a few moments at your own pace with Yongquan breathing. If your feet begin to feel warm, that's normal. If you have shoes on, your feet may feel warmer because some of the chi gets trapped in your shoes. And of course, the best way to do the Yongquan breathing would be to be in bare feet out on clean bare ground, directly connected to the earth. You can also do Yongquan breathing lying down. So if you're lying down, instead of putting your mind in the earth, just put your mind out beyond the bottoms of your feet. Now you want to be careful that you don't have any living things in the direction of the bottoms of your feet when you're doing this, particularly if you're doing it to maybe deal with something like restless leg syndrome or something else where you may be feeling like, well, I'm getting rid of bad chi as I exhale. But sometimes people report that their pets like to curl up at their feet. So in that case, presume that the pet feels the energy and knows whether it's good or bad for them. But be careful of, say, plants who don't have a choice whether to be there or not if they're in the direction. Now, to go to 4 gates breathing, we're going to open up the Laogong gates in the center of your palms, pericardium point number 8. And we're going to point the palms towards the earth with the wrists and elbows not too sharply bent. So when we're trying to move chi, if we have joints that are too sharply bent, for example, if my wrists were like this or my elbows like this, or in the case of Yongquan breathing, if I went to deep horse stance, that would inhibit the flow of chi. So we want the legs to be relaxed and the joints not to be too sharply bent. That's why you can't really do Yongquan breathing if you're sitting in a chair, because of the bending of the legs. So now, as we inhale, mind will be in the lower dantian. We're going to visualize breath and chi flowing in through the Laogong gates and the Yongquan gates at the bottoms of our feet. Abdomen and perineum up, of course, still using the foundation of reverse breathing. Exhale, abdomen gently out, perineum gently down. Mind under the hands and feet, and imagine that your hands and feet are pressing into the earth. And visualize the breath and chi flowing out through the 4 gates. Inhale, as before, mind returns to the lower dantian. We're breathing in the chi, chi goes where the body leads it. Mind in the lower dantian, we breathe in through the 4 gates. Breathing out, chi goes where the mind leads it. Mind is under hands and feet. Abdomen gently push out, perineum gently push down. Visualize breath and chi flowing out through the 4 gates. Continue now at your own pace. everything the same as Yongquan breathing, except now we have the Laogong gates open too. So when we add the Laogong breathing, the benefits are that we can smooth out qi circulation in the channels that run up and down your arms, helping to remove blockages or stagnant qi. We can lead qi to the muscles of our arms to energize them for extra efficiency. With the Laogong gates open and breathing in and out, we can exchange qi with the outside environment, not just the earth as we do with our feet planted in the earth, but with the hands. We can exchange with another person or living thing. And the Laogong breathing also helps to regulate the qi in the organs above the diaphragm and the chest area as well. You may feel sensations in your hands now that we have the Laogong gates open, and that's normal. Tingling, heat, magnetic feeling, full feeling, particularly as you exhale. And you can add a fifth gate to this exercise to make the exercise 5 gates breathing. The fifth gate would be the Bai Hui at the top of your head, the governing vessel number 20. And this may sound spooky, but just imagine that it's open and you're breathing out through Bai Hui and the 4 gates. And when you inhale, you're breathing in through Bai Hui and the 4 gates. If you add the 5th gate, you may notice, if you're sensitive to your qi feeling, that you may have a strengthening of the sensation of the qi moving out the other 4 gates. If you feel any discomfort in your head from opening the 5th gate, then just imagine that it's closed. It's not uncommon to maybe experience a little bit of difficulty with the 5th gate. So proceed gradually. If you feel unpleasant sensations in your head, then stop the 5th gate. I had that experience in the beginning. Now everything's fine. Okay, we'll do one more breath. Now we'll place the hands on the lower abdomen about 2 inches below the navel. We're going to just spend a moment returning the qi to its residence. So hold your mind now steadily in the real lower dantian. As you inhale and exhale, and if you want to cool down your body, you can return to childhood breathing. But remember that our principle of the qi goes where the mind leads it. When we hold our mind steadily in the real lower dantian, the qi will return to that place. And that is the center of our bio battery, the residence of the qi, where we can store it and preserve it for future use. One of the problems of modern life is all our attraction to external stimuli. And when the mind is out here, qi is consumed, qi is led away from the lower dantian and consumed with your thinking and your reaction to stimuli from the outside environment. When you hold your mind in the central qi system, which includes the lower dantian, the upper dantian, and the spinal cord, the thrusting vessel, you can preserve your qi. And therefore you will be conserved and not expended. So you want to stay healthy, you want to conserve your qi. But many of us are kind of overworked and maybe even overstimulated. We lose up a lot of our qi. That's why you feel, even when you're just doing mental work, tend to feel exhausted. Because you're consuming qi, brain cells consume 12 times the amount of oxygen that ordinary cells, other cells consume. And so we might extrapolate that to assume that brain cells will consume likewise a greater amount of qi than normal cells consume. Maybe, and that's probably the reason why we may feel so fatigued, even though we're not moving, we're just sitting and thinking. Okay.